Late Night with the Devil. I assume we all saw this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I've been dying to see this. I think it technically came out last month in theaters, and everyone was like, Tony, are you not going to review it? And I was like, it hits Shudder in like a few weeks, guys. I gotta watch a lot of theater movies. I'll see it when it hits Shudder.
That's exactly the tone I read your DM in. And I was like, we should cover this. Like, Gil, it comes out on Shudder next month. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Look, this is a better movie to watch on TV because it's filmed like a TV program. It kind of works.
No, literally.
Yeah, I've had my eyes set on this one for a while just because I thought it was a really cool concept. I know there have been similar stuff like this. I've never watched the WNUF holiday special. I hear that's really good.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, people are recommending a movie called Ghost Watch from the 90s. The only similar one I've seen, and I tweeted someone about it today. There's a movie from 1994. It was a made-for-TV movie called Without Warning, not to be confused with a different Without Warning. And the whole movie is basically an alien invasion, but it's done as like a news broadcast. It's free on YouTube, by the way. I don't know who owns it, but they're just letting it out on YouTube. It is a good time. Check out Without Warning, 1994. So this idea of a guy, the whole movie is done like a 70s late night broadcast, and they're trying to talk to the devil and stuff. I'm like, this seems awesome. Yeah, that's basically the story. He's trying to communicate with dark forces. They have a girl there who claims to be possessed. There's a skeptic. There's a medium. It's a really good time, and things go crazy. Joey Charleston, what did you think of this movie?
I thought it was pretty good. The whole 70s look was really sweet. And, you know, the 70s being like the satanic panic or whatever you were telling me about with the Omen episode.
We're back in satanic panic, guys.
Yeah,
I didn't think I lived long enough to see it, but we're back.
It's cool.
I wear my Spawn shirt.
I mean, someone did try to bomb the satanic church, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are people? Do people not like? They're not Satan worshippers. The Church of Satan.
I know they're not.
Weird.
I know. I am a member. I know.
Yeah,
we're not.
I know. Me too.
They're just weird hippies that are getting out of paying taxes. It's pretty hilarious, and people think that they're actual Satanists. I'm like, no, I'm sure those people exist, but that's not them.
Hey, you look up the bylaws and you're like, huh. I think I might be a Satanist.
That's why I joined, man. I also joined the Church of Latter-day Dudes for the Big Lebowski. Don't tell them that.
I love that for you.
So, like, whatever. Yeah, I think my favorite character in this whole movie was the amazing Randy, the skeptic guy. He was fucking awesome. I feel like
you know who that actor is, by the way?
I have no idea.
That is Captain Bane from the Matrix sequels, the one that Agent Smith hacks into his brain. How did you guys not know that?
I can't believe I missed that, man. That's out of sight, dude.
Anyway, continue, Joey.
It was a little slow paced, but I could get over that. I feel like the commentator or the narrator, like speaking for like the first 10 minutes of the movie, like explaining how everything got up to this point. It was pretty easy to figure out like specifically what Jack was messing with or like what he would end up coming up against later on. Like if you knew the ending, I guess it doesn't really make sense because you're only going to see it the first time once. But
okay, wait, Joey, I want to correct you. You said the first 10 minutes. What you meant to say was the second 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes were just different production company logos.
That's right.
I got a heads up on that.
It went on forever.
I thought it was a joke.
The time code. Yeah, Crystal sent me the time code to start the movie. I'm like, and as before I saw the tweet,
laughing.
Yeah, and I'm watching the movie, and I'm just like, because I got the heads up. I'm like, holy shit, they're not lying.
That's like a production company. Isn't that a Family Guy joke where Peter?
Yeah, it is. Someone brought that up on Twitter. They played that Family.
It's a Family Guy joke.
That's so. Yeah, all right. So the second 10 minutes after that.
Fun fact about that opening narration. So the way the movie is structured, there's an opening narration. What we're supposed to see is the broadcast. I have a little bit of an issue because like it's supposed to be like, hey, this is what happened. But then in between the segments during the commercial break, there's this like omnipresent black and white footage that I'm like, is this part of the found footage? Who's filming all this? It's a problem I have with found footage stuff. But in the beginning, they mentioned that Jack was part of a secret society. What's the real secret society? Skull and Bones or something?
Yeah, Skull and Bones or something like that.
This is a cool reference. I don't know if any of you caught it. Sarah, you might have caught it. But one of the guys that they show the picture of in the woods, he's wearing the mask from Stage Fright, the owl mask from Stage Fright.
Yes, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, Joe from Movie Dumpster showed me that movie last year. So when I was watching, I'm like, oh, I know what that is.
I got so excited.
Yeah. So I guess going back down the line, Gil, how did you feel about Late Night with the Devil?
I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's there's a certain vibe to a late night talk show that's live in the earlier days where maybe there's a little bit less control. You don't know what's going to go wrong, what could happen. There's such a specific tone to that, and I feel like they capture it perfectly. Mm-hmm. And I think even without the supernatural stuff that's eventually going to happen, and without the knowledge that this is a found footage movie, so it has to go somewhere, I just found the show itself entertaining. Mm-hmm. And Joey, you mentioned the skeptic, like just watching him play off the medium was so entertaining. And the only thing, and I just also want to mention, first off, it's awesome to see this actor finally get to be something besides like character actor in like in a small role. David, I know I can't pronounce his last name.
Mastakellen. Oh God.
Yeah, exactly. Mastakellen.
Sounds right.
Charleston's word.
Right. Old Charleston Chew. He's amazing. There's like some depth to his character, and like you said, Joey, there's some stuff that's obvious based on the narration, but the movie is different from most of the other horror movies you're going to see so far this year. It doesn't feel like a Hollywood-produced thing. It's different, so I really appreciated that, and I'm a little bit more forgiving to it. The only thing is I wish it was scarier. Like, there is a lot of tension in the slow build that you know something is coming, and there's kind of a centerpiece to the movie, and you have a picture of it here where, like, at some point, they're going to try and do this thing, and I was so ready for it to just be terrifying, and I don't feel like it ever really got there, but I had a lot of fun with the movie. I would just describe it more as spooky rather than terrifying.
Sarah, how did you feel about this?
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, there was such a good build up, and I was so in, like, right from the get go. I mean, there was such a great setup, and like right from the beginning, I'm like, okay, I am so excited, and like, I mean, this was gonna be so scary, and I was locked in, and when the build up was there and it was gonna happen, it happened, and okay, okay, spooky, like, it was cool, but then that was it. I just wish there was a little bit more. And it also, like, it got to a certain level, and then it stayed at that level, and then it stayed that level for a little bit too long.
I get what you guys are saying about the scares. I think my favorite scare is when they're like playing back the tape and he sees the dead woman, and then like for like a second it cuts to him and she's behind him, and then it cuts and she's gone. That reminds me, I always say subtle scares are like my favorite. The original Grudge. There's a couple moments, not the original, the first movie version of The Grudge, because there's 10,000 Grudges. There's like a moment that a lot of people miss where someone opens up a window and you just see the ghost boy in the window. There's no attention drawn to it or anything. That shit scares me. I did like this moment too with the medium.
Oh yeah.
So I love the skeptic, because when I was like younger and a teenager, I always thought like all the supernatural stuff was cool. I was watching like Sightings, the X-Files. Like, man, this is real.
That's so real. I felt that.
Yeah, and then I got older, and I'm like with the skeptic. I'm like, you guys are all bullshit. This is all fake. This is all dumb. So I kind of like that. I was hoping the movie would go in the one direction it was going, and then it didn't. So that was cool. He's great. He's so phenomenal.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
That picture sums up his character perfectly.
I know, literally. The whole side sequel series about this dude.
Amazing facial hair. God. It's like sculpted and everything.
Oh, yeah. That's a manly man, man.
Yeah.
Out of sight, dude.
The velvet.
the velvet suit jacket really sells his character. So yeah, I was on board for pretty much everything. Even though you guys said it wasn't like scary, it was interesting. But without
fun time though.
Yeah, without spoiling stuff. I got it. I got the little hints that they were dropping, like what he did to make this happen, the sacrifice he had to make, and I understood. And then I guess they didn't trust themselves. And the whole like last 5-10 minutes, I'm like, cut all this. This is not needed. It changes it changes aspect ratios. It now looks like a modern HD film. And it basically just spells out it was so good giving you those little hints. And then it was just like, no, people might not get it. Let's really just drag this out and spell it out. I'm like, no, you don't need this. What is this?
This is such a weird thing to compare it to, but I don't know how many people are gonna know this movie, but no, people might. Okay, so it really reminds me of, I don't know if y'all know this movie, but a movie called Living in Oblivion.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay.
No, I legitimately love that movie with Steve Buscemi and Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Okay. When I met Dermot Mulroney, that's the movie I talked to him about. I love that movie. Okay, anyways, it's like, because they kind of do the similar thing, where it's like they're trying to do that, but they didn't do it right.
Well, yeah, Living in Oblivion does it throughout the film, where it tells like.
But it's also a significantly shorter movie.
Yes.
It's just what it made me think of.
By the way, Living in Oblivion is free to watch on Tubi. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch it. Joey C, it's a classic.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
So good.
And I mean, like, it's a real classic, not like SpongeBob's Beach Adventure or whatever.
Whoa! Inspector Gadget 2, man, a classic. Come on, dude.
Gil, if you ever do a video on like classic movies, do not invite Joey. He doesn't understand the word, the term. No, I get what you're saying, but yeah, Late Night with the Devil does that weird shift way too late. And again, like I liked piecing the things together and figuring out what happened by myself. So to have it all laid out at the end and overly explained, I'm like, oh, didn't need that. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Why is the devil doing any of this shit? Who is filming at this point? Why doesn't it look like the film on the TV? I don't understand. But yeah, I honestly think it was a great time. Even though I didn't really like the ending, it's a solid film. I think we can all agree.
Yep.
Yeah, and the effects are great. It's got some cheesy digital effects, but the practical effects with like the worms and the demon face. It is a good time. Sorry. My Amazon thing, it looked like it was about to start playing a different podcast. And I was about to be like, no, don't play someone's podcast while I'm podcasting.
Oh, you mean your many girlfriends were calling you is what you meant.
That's what I really meant to say. My many girlfriends were calling me through my Amazon. I can't even say the name of it.
Because they were buying you so many gifts, man. That's because you're Tony. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm single. Good guy.
Anyway, I think we can all agree, though, that our favorite thing from this film were these cute little cartoons they put in between segments, like that one. Who could not love that? By the way, before this episode, I saw someone on Instagram post that they got this as a t-shirt, and I really kind of want to buy this t-shirt and go to Horror Conventions. Do any of you know the backstory behind this image? Are you all aware?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess they used AI when they were shooting this, because people forget, before everyone decided that it was literally the devil, everyone was enjoying AI for like a month. So I'm guessing they made these images in AI and they threw it up for like, they're literally on screen for like 10 seconds. And then it got out.
Missed one time. I literally like looked to the left of I looked to the wall and then I looked back and I missed one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. That's how quick it is. I literally missed it. Like,
yeah,
they're barely in them.
I know that is, and even the director was like, "Well, I'm glad people got mad. It brings up a discussion." I get why people were mad, but people are like, "We have to boycott this movie." It's like, all right, guys, relax.
Yeah, I'm like maybe
because looking at it, it does. When you the closer you look at it, it's like, wow, that could be a cool image if like a real artist came in. Like like you can use AI for like a rough sketch and then have like a real artist like go
Yeah.
over it and whatnot, which is probably what they should have done because look at that right hand on the
Yeah, they
skeleton.
say they touched it up after, but now that I'm looking at it closely,
No, that was
it doesn't
not.
look
If
like
that
they
is,
did at all.
that was not touched up after.
The only thing I believe is they might have typed night owls at the bottom. That's the one thing.
Yeah, that was probably there. By the way, AI, I don't know if any of you, all right, if you guys have local bars in your area, follow their Facebook page because I'm learning from my area, a lot of like local bars are using AI to make like advertisements. And there's one by me, I wish I remember the name of it. They showed a picture of two hands banging like beer bottles together, but the hands had like 7 fingers. And then the text was also AI generated, so there were extra letters and stuff. So it's fun to see small businesses trying to get away with this. And it's like,
That's fucked.
it's a great time. What a world we're living in, guys.
I
It's
couldn't
beautiful.
tell though
I
with
love
this
it.
controversy, I didn't actually see anybody complaining about it. I only saw people saying like, "Come on, guys! Like this is an indie movie. They did this like years ago. It's barely in the movie. Like I don't think we should be complaining about this."
No, I saw people.
You saw
legit-
people? Okay.
I guess I maybe I follow more horror accounts, but I did
Gotcha.
see people like I don't know, Sarah. Did you see more people legit angry or addressing it?
I saw some people that were like, I saw some people that were pretty hardcore about it.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
Maybe I came in late in the game once the director like already spoke out about it, and then
that's probably true.
might have
yeah.
calmed down a bit.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people were fine with it.
Yeah,
but
I get what they're saying.
There
I wish
were-
they would
there
have
were
fixed
some
it up. At least for the streaming version, I wish they would have like went
Yeah.
back and fixed it before it hit streaming, but didn't
a
ruin.
lot
Honestly,
of people said that. Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, it was the last 5 minutes of the movie made me angrier than the AI because I'm just like, it's like I think this movie thinks I'm stupid and that I didn't figure it out, but I did figure it out and I deserve a reward.
Literally.
I want the director to call me and go, Tony, you're smart. You're smart that you figured it out, and I'll give this movie 5 stars.
Segue into let's check my voicemails and see.
Oh no, I forgot to do voicemails this time. Shit, leave a voicemail at the voicemail line. But yeah, that is all I got to say about Late Night with the Devil. If you have Shudder, just sorry. Adam is now leaving the theater. Adam, we're not
Nice.
letting you on the show, by the way, if you're watching. Because last time we let you on, you broke your goddamn microphone. But Adam will, if you're joining late, sorry for the people who are listening to this a day later, and they're like, Tony, I already heard you say this. If you're joining late live, me and Adam will be going live on Saturday to talk about Jerry Seinfeld's new film, Unfrosted, because we decided that needed its own review. And you know what? I'm sure it'll do better than Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. How could it do worse? So yeah. You guys don't understand. The Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead review got more views than the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire review. I'm like, wait, what? How? How was that
Oh my
possible?
god.